Hey Gemini, it's Scully Sati. Thank you so much for joining me back on my channel to see what's going on for you guys for May 16th through the 31st. I hope your first half of May was beautiful and enlightening. And I just want to reiterate, as always, that not all messages are going to resonate with everybody watching. Please don't try to make things fit that don't. And if this doesn't resonate with you, fear not. Come back to me for the weekly elementals or for the first part of June, and that may resonate with you better, okay? We as readers, we're just going to tap into things that we need to talk to people who are listening that are ready to hear these particular messages. So if this isn't for you, that's okay, all right? Okay, guys, so I am actually going to be using my Night Sun Tarot for you guys, which is very magical and very cool. And let's check in on what's going on for my Geminis. All right, twins. Now, I am Cancer on the Gemini cusp, so I definitely resonate with your sign as well. So let's see what's happening. Wow, guys, you have a lot of major arcana cards here. Okay, so that means that some big things are happening for you for the second half of May. It's looking as though you guys have been, you know, kind of feeling like you're walking on the edge, okay? Feeling like you're not very clear about what it is you want, and you're feeling like not extremely comfortable with your situation. I feel like there is a part of you guys that is really lamenting something from the past and learning from the past with the Hermit card, okay? You might be feeling yourself for the next couple of weeks like kind of, you know, retreating into yourself so that you could figure some stuff out about what you want to do, to find some balance again with that Temperance card, okay? Yeah, Temperance is about balance, feeling grounded, you know, getting yourself back to where you need to be. Now, the Judgment card is here, so I do feel like you're going to be judging some kind of a situation coming up to see if it's really something that you want to continue on with, okay? Does it bring you balance? And this very well may have to do with more of the financial realm with the King of Pentacles. This could also represent you. You might just be very logical with money, and, you know, tangible endeavors might be your strong suit. Because I feel like there may be something that is coming to you that's going to make you start to realize that you have lots of options with the Seven of Cups. Like, you don't have to be pigeonholed into something that you're already a part of. And I think that's going to be a big thing for you guys. Kind of like a revelation of sorts of like, wow, I don't really have to stay with this particular thing. All right, that sounds all right. I might want to pursue something else. And I feel like you know what this is with the High Priestess, right? High Priestess is about tapping into inner knowledge, like really doing the research to be able to have that wisdom to be able to move forward. Yeah, guys, you guys are going to be making some stuff happen with this Magician card. So I feel like the second half of May for Gemini is going to be pretty goddamn amazing. So I feel like you're going to be making things happen, manifesting what it is you want. Because I feel like you're finally going to understand that, you know, maybe something didn't work out before with the Ten of Swords. Maybe you were holding on to something, you know, financial-wise. Could be romantic-wise, too. And you just realize that it needs to finally end. Like, it needs to have its mental death to be able to make room for something new for yourself. Yeah, because with the Empress card, right, looks like something out of Game of Thrones. I don't even watch the show. All my friends do. They're like, you gotta watch it. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm like, zombies? I do like zombies. So I'm gonna have to give it a try one day. But she reminds me of, like, yeah. She reminds me of that show. So I feel like with the Empress, this is about birth of a new identity, wanting to try out different aspects of yourself, not being pigeonholed again. And I do feel like you're going to go forward, you know, pretty aggressively with this, with the Knight of Swords. This is about, you know, following something aggressively, okay? Knight of Swords is also, for me, usually signifies like a toxic situation. Could be a toxic ex, maybe one that could be trying to come back to you, and maybe this is what you're trying to veer away from. Maybe this is what you've gotten out of that pigeonhole with, like thinking that you had to be with this particular person or this type of person. And with the Devil card, that's kind of, backing me up with that. So Devil card, not an all bad card, but the Devil card also symbolizes, addictions and darker predilections, right? So if you were involved with a particular person before that was a bit toxic, manipulative, maybe, this is about temptation, you might be tempted to, forego anything new and maybe try to go back with this person or this toxic situation, because it doesn't have to be romantic. Because I feel like you want forward movement with the Six of Swords, right? Like you're tired of feeling stuck, like you're in stasis. I feel like a lot of you are trying to get out of that for these next couple of weeks. And, you're tired of being burdened. And I feel like, whatever is going to be rearing its head again with that Knight of Swords energy, I feel like it's going to be kind of a final decision-making time for the ones that I'm tapping into to lay down this burden, because you don't want to feel oppressed anymore. You don't want to feel like something is draining you when you're not getting anything back from it. Yeah. And I do feel like you're going to want to really pursue things that really bring you joy and happiness. And as I say that, you get the Ten of Pentacles, which is about happy domestic bliss, right? Also financial bliss, if this is about, career stuff. And then you get the King of Cups as well, which is about being very in touch with emotions, really having a logical approach to emotions, really starting to pursue things that really bring you emotional joy. Okay, so I'm feeling like you guys are going to be initiating change in these next couple of weeks for yourself. And right as I say that, yay, Ace of Wands. That's an awesome omen for a new beginning, a new passionate beginning. So let's take a little bit of a deeper look at those last three cards that I pulled, and let's see if this is more about a romantic situation or if this is more about a financial situation, okay? Okay. All right. So what I'm picking up on here is that this was something that caused you a lot of stress and pain before with the Three of Swords. Okay. So you just really decided that it wasn't going anywhere with the Seven of Pentacles. And again, this is kind of interchangeable between love or between like a career sector. And I feel like there may have been some sneaky behavior before, some betrayals, right? Just feeling like you can't trust that situation, and you had to walk away from it with the Eight of Cups. You just didn't feel like it was a fair thing that you were going through, and you may have had to walk away from this, okay? You're trying to be a little bit more in your logical side with the Emperor as opposed to the more emotional, okay? Or rather, I would say you're trying to balance, the emotional with the logic, right? Having both of these cards here. I think that, you may be tempted, that's what it is. You may be tempted to not really allow yourself to feel emotions so that you can kind of be more methodical about things. But this is advising you to strike that balance between the two. Definitely go with what feels good, not just physically like that Devil card, but more like what feels good to the soul, what feels like it's the right thing to pursue for you, along with being logical to see if it's really something that is in the realm of reality, right? Now, this may take a little bit of time with the Hanged Man from when you decide, what you want to do with this. But the Hanged Man is kind of like the universe's way of putting us in a timeout so that we could see things from a different perspective, okay? So I feel like for these next couple of weeks of May, you may be wanting to initiate some kind of change. And until you strike that balance between, the emotions and the logic, you may feel like you're at a standstill right now, okay? That would be the time that you would want to do more research into things to try to feel like you're making some kind of forward movement. And then with the Queen of Cups, hey, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, this very well could have to do with, you know, a genuine love situation that will be very balanced, like meeting your match. And if this is more of the career sector, that's about like meeting the right partner so that you can, you know, fully fulfill what you're looking for the career stuff. Yeah, because I'm really feeling like, you know, you're seeking some kind of balance and commitment here with the Four of Wands, right? That's the that's commitment. Sometimes that means marriage. It means, you know, reaching a higher level of something, okay? A good firm foundation. And I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, this is about a new beginning. So again, fortuitous for either, you know, the more financial stuff or the love stuff. This is about a new beginning in general. Feeling very stabilized with it. But I do see that with the Two of Swords that you are going to have to make some kind of a decision with this, okay? So whether this be, you know, between, you know, people or between two options of the financial sector, you are going to be having you're going to have some decisions to make with that. And I feel like you are going to have to turn one of them away with the Four of Cups. Like, really feeling like you need to, actually this is the Five of Cups, that's even better. Feeling like, you know, you have to cut your losses, you know, you can't stay completely tethered to something that doesn't really do much for you, okay? So that is what I'm getting for you, Geminis. I feel like, you know, going with your dual nature, you're going to have some decisions to make between two options. But I do feel like what's great for you guys is that whether it be in matters of love or finances, where you're at is, you know, wanting to balance that emotional side of yourself and the logical side so that you can really come to terms with what is indeed going to make you happiest at this point. I'm feeling like you guys are going to be doing really, really well. And here's that Four of Cups card that I mistook the Five of Cups for. You may not be accepting a particular offer about something. You may be turning down an offer like I was seeing earlier. So I do feel like these next couple of weeks are going to be your time to initiate some change for yourself. And I do feel like it's going to be, you know, led by that, you know, that good balance between, you know, not giving too much into the methodical part of it, you know, but rather balancing that with the emotions with that. I feel like that's going to be your key, Gemini. So, you know, kind of reconnecting your dual sides and being able to come up with something that really, really fits who you are as an individual, okay? But what's great about it is I see that you guys are edging towards your happiness, so that's never a bad thing, okay? All right, my beautiful Gemini, my beautiful twins. Please let me know how this resonates with you. I am ecstatic to receive positive comments. And if you would like me to look into your particular situation more, you know how to reach me with the email address below, and I would be happy to set up a one-on-one with you guys. Until we meet again, which will be next week as I do the weekly elementals, and then the week after to go back into your sign specifically for the first couple of weeks of June. Let me know how this resonates with you guys, okay? Thank you so much, Gemini, for watching, and I wish you love and peace for these next coming weeks. Thanks. Bye, Gemini.